So let's see what we got in here. We got our Tesmanian 7-seater floor mats for the Model Y. I think these are brand new. I don't see any reviews of these, so here we go. Let's get this open. No box, no cardboard, just a bag. Some instructions. It wants you to lay them out in the sun. It says lay them out on a flat ground surface for 24 hours or under warm shaded area for 12 hours. They will become more fitted in 48 to 72 hours. Please don't leave us a bad review. Call us. That's what I heard. Cut some more tape. Okay, here we go. Looks like a driver, passenger, trunk, frunk, that's a frunk. This is a trunk. Third row. For all those messy kids in the back. This looks like we're not going to use that one. Last but not least, we have the second row, which looks very nice and fitted. Goes up real far under the driver and passenger seat. Looks like that'll work really well. Let's get him in the car. She's a little dirty, so let's get her cleaned up. Yep, that's a little dirty. We can't put floor mats in there. We'll have to get that cleaned up, get all that stuff out of there. So we got the driver's mat. Tesmanian is not paying me to do this video. They didn't give me anything for free. I'm just a regular guy who bought the Tesmanian floor mats because I got a gravel driveway and a lot of sand. So we'll slide our front seat all the way back, take out the OEM carpet because it's not very good. It's not very useful, especially not for dirt. Maybe it's fine if you live in a nice clean city or something. I don't know. But as far as installing with your front seat all the way back, you just kind of drop it in there, push it down in the back, right here, right up here under the pedals, and the fit looks good. Nice protection, nice coverage. The only thing it might be missing is a little bit of like wall protection over here, but it fits good. As far as fitment of the driver's floor mat, it comes up pretty high here, which is nice. That looks like that'll fit my whole foot, which is a size 13, 14 wide. So back can comfortably rest my foot there, and my toes just come above the very top edge, and I can use my but if you look over here, you can definitely see where the foot will still rub this carpet over here. So Tesmanian definitely missed on that one a little bit. They probably could have added maybe even an extra piece that was just a little Velcro triangle or something, or had left the mold higher over here to protect this carpet. But overall though, I think the fit and finish is very good. I like the impermeable texture. Ooh, we already got a rock on it. I think they'll be perfect fit for our family, the Model Y family. So driver's seat looks good. It even comes back up under here a good ways, so that way if you spill coffee or something, it'll all stay within this mat. I don't know, you might have to cut, if you're using under seat storage bins, you might have to cut down this lip just to allow that to slide back and forth. Fitment looks good. Looks good, nice and tight. No real gaps. I did leave these sit out for 24 hours, so they look good. I would definitely recommend them over the Tesla OEM mats. Alright, let's get our next one out. We got our plastic ripped open. Floor mat is out. Got nice Velcro here where the feet go, on the side, on the back, and on the other side. Pop this carpet out. And we will put this in one-handed. Kind of fit it up at the front, drop it in at the back, push it down. Definitely probably want to pull it back a little bit before you press all the Velcro down. Looks good. Looks very nice. It's actually higher, at least it looks higher on the passenger side through this carpeted area. Fitment is pretty good. It probably would have been nice if they had extended this to have a strip that fell down in here to catch spills and dirt, you know, but that's might be a bit difficult for them to do. I don't know. I'm not a floor mat engineer, so fitment looks pretty good. These have been sitting out. A little tiny gap here. A little tiny gap here. Overall, I like the fitment. I think it's good. Let's get our second row out. Get this nice big one here. So we got our second row floor mat, OEM. We will, I mean, they seem fine for carpet, but carpet is not going to cut it for most people. So we'll throw that out here on the side. And we will bring in our Tesmanian rubber mat, which they're kind of thin, but they're nice. They're heavy enough, I think they will be very good floor mats. Hangs up a little bit here and here. Definitely gotta like pick it up in the front and push these things all the way forward. Looks like very good coverage. Very good coverage. Fits all the way up in these crevices nicely. Wraps up high on the door sill, high up under this area. Oh, what's that? A little leftover plastic from Tesla. Protective. So, a little bit of a gap here. Not super excited about that gap, but because someone's toes could, in theory, want to sit there. I don't know. I mean, most people keep their toes right here, but maybe get some vent protectors, because that looks like that stuff would get lost in there real easy. Let's fold down the second row and move on to the third. And we got our third row. Obviously, Tesla gives you nothing from the factory, so as far as factory protection, there is none. And if you have kids, you know all about messes. So let's get this third floor mat in. Third row, here you go. It's this tiny little skinny one. You almost feel like you got to be careful with it. It's so flimsy right here in the middle. Not sure they did a super great job with this one. Let's find out. So obviously it's pathetically small, but you can say the same thing for the third row. So it's got no Velcro on the back at all. Interesting. So we pop it in. Definitely, it provides floor protection, but like Tesmanian guys, you seriously missed. You could have easily added a flap here that even just tucked under these seats just a little bit. Like, we all know how kids are. Their feet are just going to destroy this carpet. Like, a protector that went up here, I feel like that's a huge miss. I feel like, I don't know why they didn't do that. I mean, it fits nice around the rails. It's easy to install. But, yeah. Not super impressed with the third row mat. I don't know what they were doing. Like, people want a lot of coverage, especially with kids, and they bought the third row because they have kids, because the headroom on a third row when it's closed is not super great. But let me know in the comments what kind of adjustments you guys would like to see. I mean, It's a third row mat. It fits the description. But I feel like they missed some huge areas right there. And I think it would be great to have protection here too, you know, even bring up your second row floor mat over this whole door sill. All this carpet would be great. Or even if it was an auxiliary add-on to buy door sill protectors, you know. The second row is huge with the front seats all the way forward. And the second row slid all the way back, but obviously that leaves no room for third row legroom. But the second row is still plenty big enough. Slid all the way forward to allow legroom for even an adult. So there's the legroom you get now. Which is enough for 800-pound legs. Obviously you're not going to be doing any stretching back there, but you can sit comfortably. I have. So if you use your trunk lid, I should call it, because it's more of in the way than anything. But if you like to lay all your seats down flat, or you lay your third row down flat, it creates a nice flat surface to put stuff on. But let's get the protection installed here, even though I don't use this normally at all, ever. But let's get it installed. Here we go, we got a trunk floor out of the packaging. No Velcro on it. I'm not sure if they threw some extra Velcro in the packaging to go with it. But that's definitely doesn't work without Velcro on it. It is just sliding all around. Let's go get the Velcro for it. And we'll be right back. Here's the 2 Velcro pieces that I found with the kit. I believe you stick them on the back of here. Somewhere, wherever you decide. And that would keep it nice and stable. It's got a lip, so that's nice if you're putting some dirty stuff back here or whatever, but I don't know. I feel like I'll put this on the, I don't know, maybe I'll put it on the third row, maybe I'll put it on the back. Obviously with Velcro though, this would be nice and stable. But they obviously don't include any seat back protection. I believe you have to buy that extra. As well as I think you can get from, there are companies out there that make covers for your side pockets. But the fit and the finish of the rear is not great. Not great. I don't feel like. I mean, it sits alright, but it sits up on this corner here, and if you push it down, it just doesn't like feel like it sits right. It does not seem to fit in its wedge hole with the protection on it. I mean, if I really force it in there, I can get it in there, but I feel like you might have to like cut it. You might have to cut that lip off to get it to fold. If you were the type of person who uses the sub trunk, which I just call the trunk because I don't call it a sub trunk, it's the trunk. But as far as trunk protection goes, I mean, if you use your trunk flat and you put the Velcro on here, it will give you protection behind the third row. It'll do the job it's described to do, I suppose. And we have the trunk mat I don't call it a sub trunk, but most people do. It's got curved edges at the front, more square edges at the back. It drops right in there. Good fitment. Very stable with no Velcro or anything on it. So I think that fits the bill. It looks good. That one looks good for sure. I'm gonna install Velcro on the back of the third row on the outer edges to stabilize it. That's where I feel like this Velcro should go, because without it, it definitely like would slide forward a little bit. So we got Velcro down here. Now that's nice and stable. Doesn't act like it's going anywhere. And over here, you can see how it slides forward. I'm just gonna throw the Velcro square that came with the mat kit on the back over here. Let's install the frunk protector. So pop that open. Oh, we got some chairs and some straps and some stuff. Let's get that out of here. And it's clean. So frunk protection, this is already heavy duty plastic. I feel like they could have included some other things like some door sill protectors or something other than frunk protection. You know, considering the frunk protection only covers the bottom. So I mean, I don't really see the point. I don't know. It fits. If it's not great, that's pushed all the way down. It's just kind of folding in on itself. I feel like maybe they should have made this lip narrower. It doesn't really fit that great. I mean, it protects the bottom of it, so if you spill something, you won't have to try to clean the inside of your frunk, I suppose, is the advantage of it. But doesn't look like a whole bunch more advantage than that. Oh, 2 Tesla chargers. Why would you need that? So that's the frunk mat, fully loaded to the brim. Better shove this down a little more. So as far as cleanability, let's check out this driver's floor mat. This is our daily use. We got rocks, we got water, you know, stuff like that. Dirty paper towel. So as far as taking it out, you just kind of lift up at the back. There's Velcro at the back. Velcro up under the pedals. And a little bit of Velcro over here. It's gonna help a lot if you put your seat all the way back. As far as keeping your interior nice, it looks like the Tesmanian does well. Except for up here by the pedal, it doesn't really, I feel like they should have a piece here that rises up, but you could always like shove one behind here, but it's really not safe to have anything loose by your pedals, so you might have to like drill some holes and rivet a piece of rubber here. I don't know. Tesmanian should have brought the rubber up higher around here, because this is where the side of your foot touches when you're hitting the gas pedal. So as far as getting it out, get the Velcros undone, kind of fold it a little bit, get it out, and shake it off. Shake it off, because next you're going to probably rinse it, is what I would do. I suppose if you didn't have an outdoor hose or something, you could maybe wash it off in your bathtub and dry it out in your kitchen, and then maybe stick it back in your car. But it should rinse down nice and easy. It's a nice impermeable rubber surface, so if you have a pressure washer, you could definitely use one. I think maybe we'll just wipe it down. Let's do that. So obviously you don't want to use like Armor All or anything on floor mats, because your feet can slip around. Kind of dangerous a little bit. I'm just going to use some Windex and blue shop towels. So let's just clean it up. If it wasn't wet, you could just vacuum it and then maybe wipe it down with some Windex and be done. You know? It was raining here, so obviously I'm got a little bit of water to deal with too. Cleaning, 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 one-handed. Doesn't even, the channels are nice and deep. They should collect enough of the dirt and rocks. So, I mean, that cleans up real easy. I don't know about 3D Max Spider or any of the other brands, but the Tesmanians clean up easy. Not a problem. So, there you go. Nice and clean. We'll pop this back in the car and give you our final thoughts on the Tesmanian floor mats. So let's get into our final thoughts. Fitment's good. They'll do the job. Overall, I'd recommend them. Not sure if there's any brands out there that offer more protection. I feel like there probably aren't any brands that offer more protection. but definitely will help help keep the floors from getting covered in mud. Will they do the job? Yes. Thanks for watching, Model Y family. And next up, I think we're gonna review the mud flaps. We'll see you in the next one. Something here in the mail. Let's see what we got. It's from Tesmanian. I think it's